morning, children. Good morning, sir. Very good morning. Sit down. So far we have discussed various particles attraction, various particles repulsion, and how does this attraction and repulsion occur in our previous classes. Today we are interested in revisiting, going back to those concepts once again. Let me start from the first one. So, generally we observe sparks from our electric circuit. We also observe sparks from the electric poles. And while removing of your sweater, you'll be able to hear the chirping sound or pop sound from your clothes. All these occur because of rubbing. Not this electric circuit and all. This clothes taken out will give the pop sound. This occurs because of rubbing. Yes, come inside. Rubbing between your clothes and your hair. So, if that taking out of shirt or sweater, if it is done in the dark room, complete dark, then you will be able to observe little tiny sparks. What are these called? Sparks. So when it comes to lightning, we'll observe during the rainy seasons or something else. When it comes to lightning, the heavy light will be coming. So removing out sweater. Sparks. This is similar to lightning. This is similar to lightning. How does the sparks produce it here? Can anyone tell me how does the sparks produce it here? Because of? Yes. Yeah. Any doubt? Nothing? Can we continue the class? Yes. Yes, because of? No. I'm asking about removing sweater sparks production. Why does this sparks produce?
Why?
Yes, because of?
Rubbing.
Yes, it is easy. It is because of rubbing between your dress or cloth and between what you want the rubbing is happened.
Skin.
Not skin. Not skin, I already told you.
Sweater.
Yes?
Sweater.
Not sweater. Cloth itself. Yes? Yes, very good. The rubbing is happening between your cloth and your body hair. Understood? Do not have the misconception that the rubbing is going between the skin and your cloth. Okay? Try to strike off that. So this spark production is similar to lightning. Lightning occurs because of? Okay, lightning occurs by whom? Who will make this lightning occur? When can you see this lightning?
Dark room.
Yes, louder.
Dark room.
Dark.
Dark room.
You are saying you're right, yes? Dark.
Room.
Room. That is sparks I've told you about. Very good. But lightning is the phenomena occurs by clouds. During rainy season, that big flashes will occur. Those are the lightning. Okay. I'll tell you how this lightning occurs in the upcoming classes. But for now, that is called lightning. Okay. In a flash, you will be able to see the entire world filled with light. Even the light occurs in the night time also. In a flash, in an eclipse, you can see that lightning filled with the light around the world. You will feel that daytime at the night moments also for 1 second. Okay, that is called lightning. This is what I'm going to say. What I'm interested in saying is this lightning is similar to sparks, but this is very little. Tiny production of sparks, whereas this is on a huge scale. Very big light will occur in this. Okay, this is similar to this. How? I'm saying this is similar to this. What is happening here? Just like someone said here, it is because of rubbing. Similar process will occur in this also. That will discuss later. That similar rubbing is also happening in lightning also. We'll discuss that later. So, we have done certain activities in the previous classes. Can anyone remember what are those activities one by one?
Sir.
Yes, louder.
Sir.
Even it is in Telugu also, no problem. One activity.
Magnesium ball activity, sir.
Magnesium ball activity. Sit down. Very good. It is aluminum foil. It's not magnesium. Very good. But okay, aluminum foil ball is there. We have rubbed. Let me explain that activity and again inquire from you. Aluminum ball is there. We have rubbed a refill or a pen or anything else. We have tried to keep that mirror. Then the attraction, the ball tried to move towards the refill, rubber refill. That says there is charge on this refill. This charge acquired by rubbing. Okay, rubbing always produce stable charges, not moving charges. We can also call it static charges. On rubbing, what kind of charges will produce it? Static charges. Static means stable, not moving. Okay, but if you compare the static charges towards the electricity, that also charge is there, but the charge moves from one place to another place. The electrons will move through the wire. That is electricity. Moving charge is called electricity. But stable charge, not moving charge is called?
Static charge.
Is called?
Static charge.
Static charges. Yes, boys, I need to press. Okay, static charges. So these static charges will generally produced by rubbing. So that is what it is produced here. Less or minus, the charge is produced here, and the other object is trying to move towards it. That says there is charge on the people. In that way, if we test, there is charge on the object. Okay. What did we do afterwards? It is trying to move towards it. So we let the ball to touch the ripple. Okay. We let the ball to touch the ripple. Then the positive charge will be transferred to the aluminum foil ball. Okay. Then the aluminum ball also becomes positive charge. Okay, we have touched it. Then it moves. It also transfers for ball also. So again you rubber the ripple and try to bring the ripple close to the touched aluminum foil ball. When you are trying to move close that ripple towards the ball is moving away this time. The ball is moving away. Here it is attraction. Soon after touching, here it is repulsion. So children, the charge presence doesn't mean only attraction. The charge presence also can be told by repulsion. Any of these occurs, we can tell there is a charge. The presence of charge is verified. Okay, whether attraction or repulsion takes place after rubbing, then we can tell there is charge. Do not have the misconception that if attraction occurs, then only there is charge. Okay, so both cases there is charge. Yes, another activity, what did we discuss? Pen rubbed and touched with paper. Yes, very good. Sit down. So the rubbed pen to cloth or dry hair. In this way, we have tried to put that pen close to the paper pieces. Yes, we are going to do that activity tomorrow again. But for now, let me say that in theoretical way. It will work very good. Nice observation. So the paper pieces are getting attached to the rubber part of pen. While doing this activity, do not touch the rubber part. Why? Because we have already discussed that the charge transfer will take place. We have already discussed the two aluminum foils which are attached to the safety pin put in a box. That activity learned that charge transfer takes place if we put the hand towards the rubber place. Okay, that is why we should not touch the rubber part. Safely we need to put that. We need to observe that there is attraction between the paper pieces and repel or pen. What else we have done? What else we have done in the previous classes? Only these two activities. Yes.
Sir, balloon to
Balloon to repel. So this time it's not the paper pieces and repel. This time it is balloon to repel. Balloon is rubbed with the cloth or dry hair, and also the repel is rubbed with the cloth or dry hair. And we have seen the balloon is moving towards the repel. The attraction is going between the repel and balloon. What you need to focus there is both objects are unlike objects. Both objects are different objects. Okay. What else we have done? Balloon to balloon. Very good. So this time we are going with the checking of like objects. This time we are going to check the same objects attraction or repulsion. Same objects interaction. So a balloon is rubbed to one hair and another balloon is rubbed to another hair, and we try to bring those two balloons closer. They were going away from each other. We have observed that in the previous classes. They were going away from each other. We can tell there is repulsion going between both of them. And we have also observed yes?
Balloon with paper.
Balloon with paper, that is over. Yes. Repel to repel, very good. This time also again we have taken same object, that is repel to repel. Two repels are rubbed separately to your cloth or to the dry hair, and we have observed one repel will be put in a beaker or a glass, and we try to bring close to that with another repel. Then the other repel is getting away because both the repels are containing either discharge or discharge, whatever the charge is. But when there are same charges, attraction or repulsion? Very good. Repulsion happens for these both charges. That is what we have observed. Yes.
We take one plastic and we have wrappers to start the safety pin. One safety pin we have.
Yes, yes. What is the observation made there?
We have one attracting.
Attracting or repelling? Repelling. Very good, very good. You remember it nicely. So we have taken
Jar box.
a jar.
And cardboard.
It should not be a metal. Okay, it should be a glass. So we have put a cardboard on this, inserting a pin, safety pin or pin, which is a metallic pin, and upon this, under this we aluminum foils, aluminum sheets, so we can tell. Okay, these were inserted, these were hanged on this down part, and we rubbed a repel with hair or cloth, and we touched that on the above part. So generally repel or rubbing, it may get either positive charge or negative charge. So one of the charge is produced on the repel. This charge is okay, soon after attaching, what will happen? Yes, louder. Very good. Very good. The charge will be transferring to the safety pin first, and thereon to aluminum foils. Okay, soon after attaching, the repel charge will be transferred to the safety pin, and thereon to aluminum foils. We have already discussed two same objects with same charge. What will they do? Very good. They repel. They go away from each other. That is what we have observed. What is our focus? What is our focus should be here is transferring of charge happens when there is touching. What do we need to focus here is either attraction or repulsion. Both will say there is charge presence in that object. Okay, that is what should be observed from these both experiments. What else we have discussed? Are these all?
Repeller.
Yes.
Repelling and attraction.
Repelling and attracting. That is happened with the repel rubbing or balloon rubbing. Let me see the text. Yes, yes. So on detecting the effect of rubbing, we have also called a boy to thread and we have given him a comb. It is asked to run that comb through his hair, through his dry hair. Even that comes under rubbing. Even that produces the charges because of rubbing. So the charge production in that case also try to attract the paper pieces. I don't know. Yes, you might be the one who came on that day. Okay, whoever it is, a dry haired boy came here and he ran the comb around his head. Yes, you also did. So that boy might have transferred to the other section. Okay, now in that case also, the comb is unlike one object, paper piece is another object. There is attraction between two unlike objects. That also we have observed. So, all these experiments which are done are involving rubbing. Very carefully you need to observe. All these objects involve rubbing. Soon after rubbing, what will be produced? Yes, louder. Yes, charges will produce. Moving charges are called electricity. What about these charges?
Static charges.
Static charges. Suppose if at all in electric circuits, this is battery, this is bulb. Okay, plus minus. In this, the electricity move towards the negative charges starting from positive charge. There is movement of charges inside, that is why the bulb will glow. Here, the charges generally do not move on their own, they may transfer on attaching. Okay, they may transfer on attaching, but these charges are static charges. What are these charges are called? Static charges, very good. So based on this, tomorrow we are going to learn what is lightning, what actually the lightning is. I will be bringing charts and we are going to do that beautiful rubbing and balloon rubbing experiments again to have the early discussion about the lightning. Okay.
With potato also we can do potato.
Potato also we can
That you said no plus and minus.
plus and minus. You meant electricity passing? Okay.
Or
That,
with magnet also we can measure.
yes. You want to say that with electricity passage to
With
potato. Does electricity pass through this apparatus, through this circuit? Why are we calling this a circuit? Because it is completed. Positive to negative, it is completed. Yes, electricity will be passed in this circuit because potato object is conductor. Conductors are the materials which allow the electricity to pass through them. What are the examples of conductor? Can anyone tell?
Iron.
Yes, iron,
Copper.
copper. Very good. So we usually use aluminium and copper wires to have the fast conductor. Yes, rubber doesn't conduct electricity. Those are called water conducts electricity. The materials which do not conduct electricity are called insulators. Whereas the which conduct are called easy conductors. Very good. These two objects are also going to help for our tomorrow's class. So what are conductors? Can anyone give me the definition?
It allows
Yes, very good. So the materials which allow the electricity to pass through them. What about insulators?
it won't pass.
Yes. The materials which would not pass Those are called insulators. Examples of conductors:
Iron,
iron, copper, aluminum. Very good. So many are there. What about insulators? Look at the objects around you and tell. Rubber. Book is made up of what? Paper. Paper. Wood. Very good. Plastic. Very good. What? Which one? Glass may conduct electricity. Yes,
If it is better means it will pass.
it will conduct. Generally, we use steel objects for as vessels. Those are not pure metals. Steel is not a pure metal. Iron is a pure metal. Aluminum is a pure metal. Copper is a pure metal. Whereas steel is not pure metal. It is mixture of objects. What are going to be mixed here? Steel is equals to some amount of iron, some amount of coal, etc. will be mixed. That is why it is not a pure metal. All the pure metals at maximum, all the pure metals will conduct electricity. So good conductors, if it is asking about the good conductors of electricity, you need to name iron, copper, aluminum. Water is also a electric conductor. Stone doesn't conduct electricity. It comes under very good. Gold, plastic, toothpaste. Yes. Gold is a metal. It may conduct electricity. Not sure about that. I will tell this in tomorrow's class. Gold may conduct because it is a pure metal. Majority of the metals conduct electricity. Yes. Yes. Any doubts? Any kind of doubts from the previous classes? No? Any kind of doubt which is related to them can be clarified. No? So because of spark, because of rubbing, the charges are produced. Okay, sparks are also produced because of that only. The charge production is very important. So before this phenomena is known, many of the ancient people, Greek people and Indian people, especially the Indian people, used to think the lightning is caused by Arjuna's chariot. Arjuna was riding the chariot, so because of that, this lightning is produced. Even because of that only. Yes, that is actual reason we are going to discuss. Yes.
In olden days, God or devil will be things.
Yeah, very good. So, in olden days, people used to think that it is because of God. And some people used to think that it is because of devil. The darkness is produced around us because of devils, and the lightning is occurred by them only. Even some people used to relate that with the gods. Arjuna was riding the chariot. Okay, that made that big sounds, and that made that big lightning strikes. So, striking all these possibilities. Okay, striking all these possibilities in 1752, there is a scientist called Benjamin Franklin. Okay, there is a scientist called Benjamin Franklin. You don't need to know some. Just listen to story. Okay, this person, what he has done? This person related the lightning to the sparks produced by rubbing. They are already told that rubbing between our clothes and hair produces charges on them. Because of them, sparks will be produced. So what he has done, he said both are similar. People used to think this is false, but later on, after 2000 years, he has proved it. Group of scientists proved that lightning is a phenomena of occurred after rubbing. That we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's class. Yes. So yesterday during this experiment, the rubber part of people is touched through to the metallic clip or safety pin. The charge is transferred to the aluminum balls. They are getting repelled. Soon after removing that, if I touch on it, the charge is going back to me. Okay, the whole charge is taken by me, and through me, the charge is transferred. Very good. The charge is transferred to Earth. So, the process of transferring charge from object to Earth is called very good, earthing. This earthing concept is going to be used in our tomorrow's class to safeguard ourselves from lightning, from thunderstrike. Both are similar. Okay, earthing. Okay, that is not the question. Because of this reason only, whoever will be having the electrical appliances will be inserting this earthing materials to pass the electricity from them to earth. I mean, sometimes you may feel the electric shocks from the switchboards because of electricity passing. If you insert the apparatus which is suitable for earthing, then the electricity will go through that object and to the air. So that is the example which we can observe easily where earthing occurs. Generally, even the current wires which are attached to the poles, some of the electric poles will be having some of the current wires which are dug to the earth and added to the earth also with plastic coating. Why they are applying plastic coating? Some of the wires from the electric poles are dug, are attached to the earth. Why they are applying? Yes? No, louder. Short circuit. Yes, one reason. Yes. Telugu, no problem. Yes, this is the correct reason. Now, so electric pole will be staying outside. Some of the wires will be dug and inserted into the earth. This is because sometimes the people unexpectedly or unexpectedly they may touch the electric wire. Okay, this plastic coating is plastic is an insulator. So inside the plastic already there is copper wire or aluminum wire. So that earthing process takes place. I mean the electricity passed through that and went to the earth. So this plastic, additional plastic appearance on that will make us to not to have the shocks even if the person touches. Taking that as advantage, do not touch those. Because lightning occurs on a huge scale. Lightning occurs in a big way. These sparks and all, even though they are occurring to our body, even though they are occurring nearer to us, that doesn't affect us in any way because they occur in a little scale. Whereas lightning occurs in a huge scale, that is why sometimes the coating, everything cannot protect us. Try to be away from the lightning always. We will discuss the safety measures in the tomorrow's class also. But for now, be safe the lightning, be away from the lightning. So, let us recollect what all things we have discussed today. Firstly, on rubbing, what will be produced? Charges. So, do these charges move? These do not move. These may get transferred. These do not move on their own. Whereas electricity, the charges move from one terminal to another terminal. That is called electricity. These charges do not move. That is why these charges are called static charges. So earlier people used to think is this because of God or devil? but a scientist called Benjamin Franklin proved that it is similar to graphene between and Lorentz sparks production. Okay, we have also discussed about the transfer of charge experiment. What is done there? A refill is rubbed. On the refill, on rubbing, charge will be produced. A static charge will be produced. That charge will be transferred to the foil. Aluminum foils will be repel with each other. We have also rubbed a refill and brought to the aluminum foil. At first, does it attract or repel? Attracts. Very good. And after touching, what does it happen? Repulsion happens because the charge is transferred to the aluminum foil. Then it also contains the same charge which is acquired by the refill. So there is repulsion. What is it? So we have also compared how electricity is different from the static charges. We have also discussed about the what are conductors? Yes, we are giving good examples. Conductors are the materials which pass the electricity to them. Iron, copper, aluminum are good examples are the good conductors of electricity. Okay. Whereas insulators are the materials. Very good, very good. You are giving good examples of insulators. Insulators are the materials which very good, which do not allow the electricity to pass through them. Very good. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about the lightning in detail using all this previous knowledge. Okay, are we done with this? Okay. We are going to discuss about the lightning, how to be safe because of lightning. How can we prevent lightning to be occurred on us? Okay, those three concepts we are going to discuss tomorrow. Thank you, children.
Thank you.
Next class.